Definition definition is given term related to given suspension system. So here automobile suspension system, function and requirement of rigid suspension system, basic term relate with the suspension system, joints, rebounds, sprung, unspun, weight, spring rate, elasticity. These things we have to study. Okay, so let us start. This is so what we can say that what is the need of the suspension system? What is the need of the suspension system? So what happened as you see in the diagram, means in the animation, what happened when the breakers is come or any barriers is come during the journey, then what happened, there is imbalance in the there is imbalance in the there is imbalance in the level of the tire, or we can say that level of the wheel. So that imbalance is adjusted by the suspension system, and other things is that the suspension system also absorb vibration which is produced during the journey. Whatever the vibration which is produced in the journey, so the main things to make the balance of the wheel alignment, absorb the vibration which is produced during the vehicle movement, and the vibration which is produced means the shocks which is produced during the barrier crossing or breaker crossing. These vibration can absorb the by the suspension system, and this vibration or this shock is not transferred to the driver or passenger who is sitting in the vehicle. So what happened, so much shocks or vibration produced while the a vehicle in the road. So what we can say that, see the spring, can you tell me which type of spring is used here? The type of spring is here. This is helical spring, or also we call this coil spring. Also we can say that this is a coil spring. Okay, so the suspension is resist or shock is resist by the spring, and when the breakers or barriers is over, The spring provide or push the wheel at its original position, or we can say that at its normal position. So what is the suspension system? The suspension system. Suspension is the term given to the system of springs, shock absorber, and linkage that connected a vehicle to the vibration or wheel. So what are the vibration is there? All vibration is absorbed by the suspension system. Serve a dual purpose, contributing to the car handling and braking. Okay, so what happened? It is first and primary system to absorb the vibration, road vibration produced during the road irregularities or the barriers or breakers provided in the road surface, and other things. They can also contribute to car handling and braking system too. Protect the vehicle itself and any cargo or luggage from the damage and wear. Okay, so they can save the vehicle for any major vibration or major displacement happened. So all the things is controlled by the suspension system. Now, force of suspension system. So what is the purpose of the suspension system? So see here, we can say this is our front wheel and this is our rear wheel. Okay, so what happened? All the things here 11, 11, here is 9. So what happened? There is 9. So this suspension system is based on the helical spring. Okay, so helical spring play the most important role in the suspension system. So support to the weight. The first purpose is support to the weight. Means weight is supported by the suspension system. Provide a smooth ride. Okay, provide a smooth ride. Then what is the meaning? The meaning is that whatever the vibration is produced, whatever the vibration is produced, that vibration is absorbed by the suspension system. Okay, so allow rapid concerning without extreme body rule. Okay, so they can allow the rapid concerning. Means what happened? Like a high breaker or high height barrier is there and your vehicle is on the high speed, then what happened? The vehicle is jumps a height, and after that when the wheel is contact to the ground, then what happened? So much vibration is produced, whole body is touched to the road surface, then this much vibration is registered. What happened? The jerking motion is start in the vehicle, and all this jerk, all these shocks absorbed by the suspension springs. That is our rapid cushioning without extreme body roll. Means they can protect to body roll in that condition. Keep tire in firm contact with the road. Okay, so they also make the contact of tire on the road. See what happened here. At you see, means one tire in height, second tire is on the road. Okay, like that, as possible, as much they can keep the contact to the wheel from the road. Okay, allow front wheel to turn side to side for the steering. So here they can also useful to turning, means they can provide the help or their contribution to a steering system. Okay, so what is the function? The main function is suspension is absorbing the shock produced by the road irregularity, but they also provide the help or their contribution to the steering system too. Work with the steering system to keep the wheel in the correct alignment. So they also contribute the wheel alignment in proper manner. Isolate passenger and cargo from the vibration and shock, means they can protect the passenger and whatever the if a vehicle which is transporting the goods, they are transporting the goods, so they suspension system protect them from the shock produced by the road irregularities. Suspension system basic part. Control arm. So first is control arm. See, these are the control arm. Means they push, they push. Between them, spring is there. Movable lever that fastens the steering knuckles to the vehicle body frame. See here, means knuckle joint is utilized here for joining the control arm. Steering knuckle, so steering joints is here. Steering joint is there to protect the, or we can say that to provide a spring or wearing to support the wheel hub, bearing and wheel assembly. So the steering knuckle is work like that. Now ball joint here, swivel joint that allow to control arm and steering knuckle to move up and down and side to side. See here, this is the ball joint. And the most important things in the suspension system is spring. Support the weight of the vehicle, permit the control arm and wheel to move up and down. So up and down motion of the suspension system, this is depend on this helical springs. Now, shock absorber are damper. See here. This is the shock absorber. These are the spring, these are the shock absorber. Keep the suspension from the continuing to bounce after spring compression and extension. After spring suspension and expansion. So what happened? These shock absorber dampers, see here, these are the dampers. So they can provide the bouncing and they also protect the helical spring, main spring to damage because the bouncing effect is absorbed by these dampers are reduced by these dampers. Control arm buses. Control arm buses. So sleeve that they allow to control to swing up and down of the frame. See here. These things. These are the control arm and this black one is control arm buses. Non-independent suspension. Okay, what is non-independent suspension? It has both right and left wheel attached to the same solid axis. When one wheel hit a bump in the road, its upward movement causes a slight tilt on the other wheel. Okay, that is the non-independent. Means this suspension is depend on the independent suspension. Okay, so means a wheel which is under the dam or under the bump. So what happened? It upward movement causes the slight tilt, means slight tilt to other wheel. Other wheel under the suspension because of the independent free suspension. Okay, independent suspension is a board term for any automobile suspension system that allow to each wheel on the same axle to move vertically independently. Okay, so here see, this is non-independent suspension. This is non-independent suspension. So what happened is first wheel, one wheel is get a suspension, means one wheel is get suspension, then other wheel has some tiltation, they are tilled. But what happened here, you can see this is independent suspension, means both the wheel has independent, means the barrier or bump is there, then what happened, only this will be give the suspension and there is no suspension in other wheel. So it is independent suspension. If there is any suspension, then some tiltation is provided to other wheel. But in the independent suspension, what happened? Both the wheel suspension is individual. Like our presentation, this is so. This is our independent suspension. What happened? See, one wheel is suspended, other is no effect. One wheel is suspension and other have no effect. So what we can say now, this is our free suspension or independent suspension. So now, just again we reach. Okay. So these things is the now we can understand what is the independent suspension and non-independent suspension. Okay. So next things, see suspension system. So what is the main things here? See, there is coil spring or helical spring, and this is our leaf spring. So what happened in the heavy vehicles? In the heavy vehicles like truck and buses, they use leaf spring for the suspension system, and for the small vehicles, they can use coil spring as a suspension system. Coil spring as a suspension system. So we can say like here, this is our shock absorber spring coil. See, this brown color is our shock absorber inside the spring. Okay, shock absorber is inside the spring, and this is our coil spring, pink color, and upper control arm. This is ball joint. See here, ball joint is here, and this is stabilizer. What can stabilizer do? Stabilizer is stable the vehicle. Okay. So here, this is your our shock absorber for this suspension, and this is your leaf spring. For the heavy vehicles, they can use the leaf spring because there is heavy load of the passenger or goods. Now, what is the leaf spring? Used in many early application. Okay, internal friction damping, provide lateral location of the axis. Weight is very high, prone to weaken over time. Okay, so what is the main drawback of this leaf spring? That is weaken over the time, means they are weak over the time, means their life is short. Leaf spring are now limited to rear or some car. Okay, means they are used for the rear wheel, and some old model car is also used for leaf spring because due to the heavy load. Light to initial damping, low cost, compact size is compact, used in many suspension type. Coil spring is the most common type of spring found in modern vehicles. So in the modern vehicle technology, maximum vehicles use this type of coil spring. Okay, so now torsion bar. What is torsion bar? See, one end is attached to the frame and other end of a wheel are. So what is the torsion bar? First we think, as their name is produce, as their name is produce, as their name is produce, they resist the torsion effect. The torsion bar resists the torsion effect produced during the vehicle movement. So one end is attached to the frame and the other to the wheel arm. Up and down of the suspension system twist the torsion bar. So what is that work? They can resist that twisting. This twisting is resisted by the torsion bar. When the wheel is strike a bump, it begin to vibrate up and down. Okay, so it is also like suspension system is absorb the vibration, it absorb the twisting or torsion which is produced during the which is produced during the vehicle movement. Okay, so see the torsion bar here, blue color, this is our torsion bar. Okay, so this is torsion bar adjuster. Wheel is attached here, wheel is attached here, and this system is attached. Now what happened when tire is contact to any bumps, then what happened, this torsion bar start the vibrating up and down, and a little bit twisting moment is produced, which is also resisted by this torsion bar to make the vehicle balance, to make the vehicle balance on the road. S-wave work. This is a stabilizer bar. They can stable the vehicle. These bar can stable the vehicle to the roll. Means what happened? They can resist the vehicle or protect the vehicle for the roll on the road. Okay. So used to keep the body from the leaning extensively in the short term. What happened in the short term? Short term में आपका vehicle rolling situation is higher. In the turning, what happened? The rolling situation or accident is very high. So they can protect on the short turn. Fasten to lower control arm during converting centrifugal force make the outside of the body drop and inside is rise. So they can, which side is under the centrifugal force, that side is lower and other side is higher. So what happens? They can make the uneffect of the centrifugal force. They can oppose the centrifugal force to protect the car from the rolling. Their purpose in the life is to try to keep the car body from the rolling in the short term. See, the main thing is they can protect the vehicle from the rolling. they can protect the vehicle from the rolling. Okay. Anti-sway bar or anti-roll bar. See, these are the S bar here, and the green, these are the S bar linkage, S bar bushing. So these are the S bar bushing. So what is that? Anti-sway bars or anti-roll bars. So these are the protection of the rolls. Example, think about what happened to a car in a sharp turn. If you are inside, if you are inside the car, you know that your body get pulled toward the outside of the turn. The same things is happened to all the part of the car, so that part of the car on the outside of the turn get pushed down toward the road, and the part of the car on the inside of the turn rise. In other words, the body of the car rolls 10 or 20 or 30 degree toward the outside of the turn. If you take a turn fast enough, the tire of the inside of the turn actually rise off the road and the car flip over. So what happened? We have to make an optimized speed during the short turn. Okay. Otherwise, what happened? The car or vehicle get flipped over. Means they can roll on the road. So, optimized speed is needed during the turn. During the turn. Okay, that is the examples uh, related to the role, and what is the role of the S-bay bar. Now, shock absorber. A shock absorber is a mechanical device designed to smooth out or dump shock impulse and dissipate kinetic energy. Limit spring compressions, expansion. So what happened? Movement to smooth the vehicle upright. Without shock absorber, the vehicle would continue to bounce up and down long after striking dip or hump in the road. So what happened? Without shock absorber, the up and down motion is continue for the long time when car or vehicle strike any speed breaker or bump on the road. So they can minimize the jerk motion, up and down motion after striking to a bump. Okay, so shock absorber is very much needed to reduce that jerking time. Extrude assembly. So what is the assembly of the things? See here, this is our shock absorber, this is our coil spring, and this is our bushings is there. So we can assemble these full assembly is called stub assembly. So how much part is there? See here, these are the main parts and all things must be assembled together. Stud assemblies, stud assembly, it is an independent suspension system consists of a shock absorber, a coil spring, and upper damper unit. Stored assembly often replace the upper control arm. The steering gear is either connected directly to the lower shock absorber housing or to an arm from the front or back of the spindle. When you steer in physically twist, the stud and shock absorber to turn the wheel. They can help to rotate the wheel when the steering is applying. What are the advantages? See, low production cost. The cost of production is low. Stamp construction is very easy. Pre-assembled stud body is carry spring assembly. Compact inside, simple mounting, and no need to an upper control arm. Simplicity. Reduction in faster and movement of back suspension. So assemble and disassemble is very easy. Now, what air suspension? Air suspension is a type of bucket supported by an electric engine driven air compressor. The compressor pumps the air below, usually made from the rubber. This is influence the flow and that is the charge from the axle. Like the is balloon, okay. This is a compressor. So what happens? Air is fill this balloon and this balloon is helped to rise the chassis from the axle. So the chassis is unaffected from the shock. The chassis is unaffected from the shock. Then what is the advantage of this air suspension? These maintain a constant frequency of the vibration where the vehicle is landed or unlanded. Okay. Constant frame height is maintained. It helps to reduce the load while vehicle is mounted or vehicle in motion. The dynamic loading as the spring rate vibration between landed and unlanded weight is much less. It gives a smooth and comfort ride of the vehicle. The stiffness of the system increase with the increase of the deflection. Means whatever there is no constant stiffness is there. There is no constant type of stiffness is there. The stiffness is increased when deflection is increased. Means if there is more deflection, then stiffness is increased. What is the stiffness? Stiffness, we can say that it is the hardness to movement. Means if we suppose we have a spring which more stiffness, so what is that meaning? The deformation of that spring is difficult to occur. Okay, if there is low stiffness, then what happen? We can easily get deform the spring. So that if there is more deflection or deformation is there, then stiffness is increased to provide low deformation, to protect the more deformation. Common air suspension problem. What is the suspension problem? Airbag are air stirred failure. Due to the old age or moisturizer within the air system, the damage of the airbag. Compressor failure, primarily due to the leakage air spring or air stirred. Compression burnout may also be caused by the moisturizer within the air suspension coming to in the contact with the electric part. Drying failure, which function to remove moisturizer from the air system eventually become saturated and unavailable to perform that function. That is our drying failure. Normally find on the rear suspension. This is found in the rear suspension, means this happened in the rear suspension. And combined independent double wishbone suspension with a leaf spring. It is involve one leaf spring mounted across the vehicle, connected at the each end to the lower wishbone. Okay, how to avoid these above problem? So we can use the wishbone suspension system combined to the air suspension. The center of the spring is connected to the front subframe in the middle car. There are still two shock absorber mounted one to each side on the lower wishbone system. Checking ball joint. Okay, so see here, these are the ball joint which is shown in the square and here shown in the circle. So if spring on the lower control arm, jack stud goes to under the controller. If spring on the upper control arm, jack stand go to under arm. See here diagram. If any play found, replace it. Means what happen if any displacement or mismatch found, then we have to replace the ball joint. See here, the round is our carrier load and this is our follower. This is our follower and this happen will be the carrier load. So what happened? There is two type. If spring on lower arm, jack stand goes under the control arm. Is spring on the upper control arm, jack stand go to the underarm. If you find any mismatch or mismatch during this type of motion, then we have to replace the ball joint. Front axle, front wheel of the vehicle are mounted. It supports the weight of the front part in the vehicle. It facilitates the steering. It absorbs shock which are transmitted due to the road surface irregularities. It observes torque applied on its to the brake of the vehicle, braking of the vehicle. Okay, so we can say that I stop my lecture here.